Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show for the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm your host, Zaid at ZSPN, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Lakers blowout win against the Dallas Mavericks tonight. We're going to be talking about the Lakers game analysis stats and also the expectations for the Lakers moving forward when it comes to the season, the Lakers 2020-2021 season. And just have to say, guys, I am loving the Lakers jerseys. If you guys see the designs and how it just really brightens up the Lakers performance, really. I mean, I can honestly say it kind of fits the theme for the Lakers Christmas win, if you will. It's kind of like a Christmas miracle. So I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about the Lakers game. And without further ado, let's just get right into it. So, guys, the Lakers came out with a Christmas win against the Mavs tonight. They really came out to win with a blowout against the Mavs. There's across the boards a lot of great positivity for the Los Angeles Lakers in this particular win, starting off from the first quarter, second, third, and fourth. I mean, across the board, the Lakers just came to play, especially on this Christmas day. And I just honestly, this was my Christmas present, if you will. The Lakers came out with a win, a blowout win against the Mavs tonight. It's all coming together now. The Lakers did bounce back after a very disappointing opening night against the LA Clippers, but they bounced back with a blowout win on Christmas Day. And I just have to say kudos to the Los Angeles Lakers for making that happen. We really saw some great performances across the board from every single Laker that played tonight, starting off with LeBron James, who I believe he had like 22 points and 10 assists. I mean, he came to play for the Los Angeles Lakers. He didn't play so much. I think it's because, the Lakers were already winning the game. So I think it was rightfully so for Frank Vogel to keep LeBron James, staying out. I think he played for 31 minutes. So, rightfully so. The King, helped out the Lakers in this particular win. So, great job out there for LeBron James. And then when you look at Anthony Davis' performance, I mean, he across the board was, sensational. He was monstrous in tonight's game against the Mavs. I believe he had 28 points and I think 8 assists and I think 7 rebounds. I mean, he came to play. I mean, the guy showed up in a huge way for the Los Angeles Lakers. So great job out there for AD. And then there's a couple of players in mind that I have to say, they're going to be sensational throughout the season. And, Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell. I mean, those are the two duos for the second unit, I can honestly say. I mean, sure, Dennis Schroeder is a starter for the Los Angeles Lakers, but the chemistry between him and Montrezl Harrell is just so overwhelming for us to be witnessing. I mean, because, the chemistry with those two players is just so great to watch. I mean, from Montrezl Harrell, having that team chemistry right off the bat for the Los Angeles Lakers and his energy with the Los Angeles Lakers and the players around him is just so welcoming, I can honestly say. I mean, his presence on the court is just so dominant. He had, I believe, 20, maybe 22 points out there tonight. I mean, he was sensational. He was a monster as well off the bench. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, he was called Sixth Man of the Year for a reason. I think he's making a huge argument this season to be back-to-back Sixth Man of the Year. I mean, I'm just saying, okay? I'm going to call it right now. If he keeps this performance throughout the season, he'll be called the Sixth Man of the Year. Just watch out. So, Montrezl Harrell, I mean, I hope he keeps that team chemistry on a nightly basis when it comes to the rest of the season for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, the Lakers, they love him. I mean, Anthony Davis across the board, they love the energy and the team chemistry from Montrezl Harrell, and also Dennis Schroeder. I mean, his presence also on the court is just out of this world. I mean, I believe he averaged around, I think I might be wrong. I think he had maybe 16 or 18 points out there. I mean, the consistent shooting, this consistent speed that he brings to the table for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, for the past 2 games now, we've been seeing a great performance, from him and from Montrezl Harrell. I mean, they've been playing great basketball and making a huge, statement for Laker fans to be witnessing. I mean, they've been playing great for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I just got maybe a notification maybe before the game that the Los Angeles Lakers and Dennis Schroeder are in conversations for an extension. And I believe Dennis Schroeder, the way that he's playing, he wants to play for an extension. I mean, he wants a new contract, and I think it's with the Los Angeles Lakers. And so far, they've just been discussing it. I think they have until February to make a deal happen, but still remains to be seen about that. And hopefully, something goes good for both sides. And if Dennis Schroeder keeps this up, rightfully so, he deserves an extension. So hopefully something good comes out of it. So across the board, great job out there for Dennis Schroeder and for Montrezl Harrell. Kyle Kuzma off the bench. He went 3 of 4 from the 3. Okay, we can obviously say that he has been well known and putting out there that he is trying so hard to shoot from the 3, and he's been doing very well so far. I mean, I know it's just 2 games, but if he keeps that consistency, hopefully it turns out at the end for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think he had maybe 13 points out there, and like I said, I think it went 3 of 4 from the 3. So he's so far, Kyle Kuzma has been playing great for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, I hope he keeps it up, because we actually really need a guy like Kyle Kuzma coming off the second unit and just being a consistent shooter and just having that energy throughout the game. And so far, he's been doing very great for the Los Angeles Lakers, so hopefully he keeps it up. Great job out there for Kyle Kuzma. Alex Caruso, guys, his presence was known out there tonight for the second unit. From him shooting threes, being a good, consistent defensive player. And I can honestly say, guys, he has been, always been sensational for the Los Angeles Lakers, and especially last season. But so far, we're seeing another glimpse of his greatness this go around for the Los Angeles Lakers in this particular season. So hopefully he keeps it up. Same goes with, Kyle Kuzma. Both of those players, hopefully they just step up their role off the bench for the Los Angeles Lakers. So great job out there for Alex Caruso. When it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, I mean, the other player that really, showed up for me off the bench was Markieff Morris. Him shooting those threes. I think he went 3 of 5 from the 3, and I think he had maybe 9, maybe 11 points out there tonight. So his consistency when it comes to, spreading the floor and, making open shots happen, I mean, it's been very great for, the Lakers, and especially in this particular game. And hopefully we can see that consistency from him throughout the season. And I think he will, because he understands the system now. He's on the second year with the Los Angeles Lakers after getting bought out last season from the Detroit Pistons, and now with this go around, understanding the system for the Los Angeles Lakers and the same coaches. It kind of shows you that his presence on the floor, especially coming off from the second unit, is a huge help for the Los Angeles Lakers as well. So hopefully he keeps that up for the Los Angeles Lakers as well. And then, just in general, the bench, the depth, I hope they all step up their role when it's all said and done. I mean, with the help of Montrezl Harrell coming off the bench with that second unit, it just works wonders for the Los Angeles Lakers, and hopefully he just keeps that up moving forward, in general, not just Montrezl Harrell, but the bench and the depth in it. So great job for the bench. I mean, they stepped up their role. The one player in mind that I can honestly say had a better night than the opening night against the LA Clippers. I can honestly say, guys, Marc Gasol, even though he had 2 points, he had 9 rebounds. I mean, we had to really give this guy a lot of credit, okay? We had to give him some time to adjust with a new team, with a new system, with some new players. I mean, guys, we had to really lean back from the criticisms from Marc Gasol, okay? I mean, this is his new team. He's under a new system, like I said, so we had to cut him a lot of slack, okay? I probably overreacted in my last video with my criticism for him just not performing to the best of his ability, being a veteran, a champion, and an all-star. So, but, we all know that he's reaching an age where, we had to give him some slack when it comes to that. But, hopefully, throughout the season, a couple more games, maybe we'll see some greatness from Marc Gasol. I mean, like I said, guys, in the beginning of my video for the opening season for the Los Angeles Lakers a couple days ago, I mentioned that Marc Gasol, his court vision is unbelievable. This is the same guy who has a good vision when it comes to being a good playmaker, passing the ball. I mean, he's real great at that, and I can honestly say, give him some time. Give him some time. I mean, I believe in a player when it comes to, even though he doesn't start very well, I give them those particular players some time to adjust with a new system on a certain team, and that's the thing with Marc Gasol, and hopefully things turn out for him for the better going into throughout the season. So I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Marc Gasol, and there's some people out there that still think that the Lakers should go after another big man, another center. I actually agree with that, but still remains to be seen who will that be. Pau Gasol still remains to be seen about his situation of him coming back to the NBA and possibly the Lakers. There's probably some other players that could get bought out once possibly February hits, but still remains to be seen about that and who will the Lakers pursue. But they still have that last roster spot open, so still out there, out in the open for the Lakers to make a decision on that particular front. So yeah, guys, that's all I really have to say. I mean, the Lakers, they just came to play in a blowout win against the Dallas Mavericks. So I hope the Lakers just keep that momentum and the mentality going into the next games to come. I am just so excited for the season to take off for the Los Angeles Lakers. There's a lot of riding on this when it comes to the Lakers going for another repeat for a championship in 2021. There's a lot of expectations going into the season, being the favorites to win a championship. So lots of things riding on the Lakers' ability to achieve that particular goal, and we all know that Laker fans, including myself, are going to be watching, and I just really can't wait for the Lakers to just give us the best basketball that they can. And with a win on Christmas Day, it kind of shows that the future is bright for the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward in the 2020 and 2021 season. So I just really can't wait. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and please make sure, guys, to hit that notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you will know when I upload on this channel. It will be really appreciative if you hit that notification bell. And if you guys are viewing this subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it as well. Make sure to like all my social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like always in every single one of my videos, I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Take it easy, guys.